Hello, and thank you for watching my Elite Dangerous My Adventure series slash playlist, because that's what it is on YouTube, is a playlist, but it's where I put my series in a separate playlist. We're on Hiiaka, and we're going to run around the planet and see what we can find, maybe attempt some surface mining, but the gravity is 0.00 something, so it might be a little difficult. When we shoot the rocks, the materials might stay in the air. It might take them an hour to come down, so that might not work out for us, but we'll also see what we can find other than materials too. The back sensor has refreshed, and there's some other thans on the top of our back sensor this direction. See what we can find. Now, I was commenting after we landed, when we selected this planet, there was a slight bluish tint around the planet, but it wasn't separated, and that usually means you cannot land on the moon or the planet, but it allowed us to land. So here we are. We did get to land on it. We'll see what we can see. And we are following a non-natural reserve, our raw material signal, meaning it's like man-made or other-made. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here and see what we can see. We're getting closer to the signal source, and I don't see a trespass zone yet, but we're getting closer, and there's a crater over this hill. And it might be on the other side of this crater, or it could be in the crater. So we'll go around the crater and see if it keeps pointing us into the crater, or if it's on the other side. I'm starting to think it's on the other side, but it is slippery. We're sliding all over the place. So we're going around the perimeter, but it's starting to act like it's inside. Yep, it is. It's right there. There's some containers. And we're ready for skimmers. They popped out, but just like it was, I believe, on either the last moon or the one before that one, there's wreckage of a SRV, and some of the containers have been ripped open. Geological equipment, uranium. So it is legal salvage, so you could pick these up and take them to the stations and sell them. Let's see where our next signal source is coming from. We do have some vertical blips on our back radar. I might check those out, because I think our surface mining is going to be difficult because of such low gravity. But we're going to try that in a little bit. Anyway, check these vertical blips out. See if they turn into anything. While we do that, there is since this one is here, they just kind of soar. And they'll take forever to come down. See, it hasn't even started to come down yet. Now it went from 40 to 39 meters, 38, 37. So it still takes a while. I mean, there's plenty of surface mine rocks to shoot at. This one might be the one that we had already looked at, because it's taking us back into the crater. It looks like there's another one. It's away from the crater. It's pretty hard to drive the SRV because it slides every time you try to turn. It's sliding. This is, if it takes us back to a crater, it might be the one we just saw. The one behind us. I don't see a crater up here, so. But here, a crater's starting to appear. So it's probably the same one we viewed before. Of the canisters. So then there is a crater behind us that's showing signals too, so okay. That's why sometimes it's nice to go back to the menu and then come back, because then you don't see the same things over again like we're seeing there. It's those canisters. And there is one in this direction that's near another crater. Let's go toward that crater and see what that's all about. It's really tough to drive this thing. It's hard to turn without it trying to spin out on you. And then this crater that we're coming up on, there's more signals. that are non-raw material. And these are some of the ones that we did see before, but we're following those signals. Go around the perimeter a little bit. Yes, we have a trespass zone. There it is. It's containers stacked up on their ends.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
There's Stinger back there. And sentry skimmers. They're all wanted. So if you want target practice, you can come and shoot at those. Now they're support ships, so I'll shoot back at you and put you on an enemies list. So every time you go to a planet to where there's skimmers and stingers, you get shot at. So that's why I don't shoot at them yet. At some point I might. And because it's hard to keep up with the new ones, so after you finish with them here, might be best to go back to the main menu and then come back, so then it's clear and it refreshes your back sensor. Sysful, and the skimmers and stingers, they're all gone, and we have a clean back sensor, so it'll refresh, so any targets will be new. Now the original canisters will be gone, so don't go back to the main menu and come back if you tend to pick those up, or they'll be gone. They won't be there in that crater, that first crater again. So we're kind of waiting for sensor to populate, but we would do surface mining. We attempted, and as you could see before, the fragments just take so long to come down, and we are trying to keep the video to a reasonable amount of time. But I am wanting to show you what to expect. Try to pick a moon or a planet that has somewhat greater gravity. And as you can see, they just take so long. Starting to come down. Went from 41 to 40 meters, 39, 38. I mean, it would take over a minute. For them to come down. Might wait for it to come down to say we did.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Can pick this one up. We can get that one. So yes, we were able to do some, but it does take probably at least a minute for them to come down. And we have a ship overhead. And I'll cut out some of the time that we were just running across the moon. Might be another back radar signal. It's pretty hard. I mean, it slides everywhere. And that's even with the engine distribution cut way back. I mean, the slightest turn tries to spin you out. We'll check out this signal since we went to the main menu and came back. So it's a new one. And that'll probably be it for this video. Watching out for a trespass zone, and there it is. Slowly zooming in on the sensor. Looks like it's canisters. I want to come around. I don't like to come up on them from a lower angle. Rather be equal with them. hair bit. Skimmer, skimmer, skimmer. And containers. And yes, you could do some surface mining, but you'd have to wait for the materials to come down, and probably will take at least a minute. On Hiiaka. Try to find a good spot for the ship to come down so we can go to our next target. Okay, sis, ship. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
Now, while we're waiting on the ship, if you'll look down from where you're watching the video to the right, there's that red and white button that says subscribe. So if you'll click that, I'll really appreciate it. That'll help me out. And to the left, you'll see my channel name, GFM_RDG. And as soon, in a minute or two, if you'll click on that and go to the playlist for my adventures, and next to that title, hit that link that says play all. Watch as much of my videos as you can, and I'd really appreciate it. So until our next adventure, when we look for our next target, we hopefully will see you then, and you'll co-pilot with me then. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.